Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I, Shivang Joshi, along with Shivansh Bansal, the founders of Law Community, welcome you all with another amazing advocate who is managing partner at Nux and Partners and practicing before Supreme Court of India since decade. He is working in pan-India litigation, corporate consulting and restructuring, contract management, startup advisory, IBC, agricultural law, arbitration, merger and POSH. We welcome Sir to know more about his journey through this interaction. So, welcome, sir. So, sir, my first question is why do you opt for law as a career and how was your journey in law school?
See, in the initial days when I was in school, I was very fascinated with the leaders. I and many lawyers too, because I like the black coat. The nearby people was telling me that you are a very analytical kind of the people. You are a very courageous kind of the person. After passing my 12th, I started my company secretaryship course, CS. So during the pursuing my CS, I found it that legal profession is really very uh, different kind of the profession, which is going to give my ambition. And now, what was my ambition? That I always wanted to do the challenging job. I get bored by doing the monotonous kind of the job and work. And in the legal profession, I found on the daily basis, we get a new kind of the task, a new kind of the challenges, and where we have to face it. So this was the first reason and the most reason where by which I joined it. In the law college, I have done my law from Delhi University Law Center too. It was the evening college, and whole day I was working with one company, and evening I was going there. So the college was a very busy schedule I have. I was participating in moot court competition. I was participating in each and every uh, program which has been organized by our law centers, and it was really helped me a lot to do it and for giving new shape to my career.
So, my next question is you have been working in litigation, corporates, advisory, as a speaker as well. What made you multifaceted personality?
See, it was a small story. I started my law practice with the T. Sajari Court here in New Delhi. And you know that when I passed my law, that time the remuneration we are getting was a very minimal from the court. So being a junior advocate, I worked there for a 1.5 year and found it. Yes, I was getting the work experience, but I was not getting money that can help me to survive it. So I find a good opportunity with a consulting firm. Then I joined that consulting firm. Then again, I got an offer from one big corporates like Future Group, Big Bazaar. I worked there. Thereafter, I worked in the Bidicon Telecommunication. So working with corporates, I got a different kind of the experience, like how the companies handle the matters, how the corporate work, how the contract management, we do the contract management thing, licensing, coordination with a different department. I learned this sales and marketing also. I learned how to brief to the senior counsel, how to handle the foreign clients and foreign clients, and even the Indian clients, how to handle the corporate employees. So all these experience I got it, and finally after doing this, I have it was in my heart to start my own practice. So in the year 2012, I left my job and started my practice. So I did my MBA also. So I always looking this legal profession and the advocacy and my law firm in a business perspective also. So being a speaker, it is required for the advertisement is very much required for the lawyers also. People should know us. So this was one medium through which the people understand me and the law knows me, and also I got the opportunity to interact with the new law students. So it's a learning kind of the thing. So I love to go there and enjoy.
You are working in diversified fields. How do you manage to balance your professional life?
See, life we have a 24 hours. And this 24 hours has been divided into three parts. This first 8 hours for ourselves. The next 8 hours for the personal growth. I mean, exercise, uh, reading, family time, and that's social life. And the next 8 hours is for working. So I give a balance to all these three parts. So I cannot compromise on any part, on my family part, on my self part, on my professional part. And this was the main reason that I'm keep balancing it. And yes, after balancing, I'm feeling good, and I'm developing in all aspects. You can say in business aspects also, in a litigation aspects also, and in family aspects also, and most important, our health also. So you can say the health wise, it's very important. So through these methods, I maintained myself.
What challenges you experienced while working in corporate sector in your initial days?
See, the initial days corporate sector, if you talk about me, like my experience, because I was from the litigation background, I worked there for in court. So I was my own boss. So when I joined the corporate, I had a different boss. So I have to report someone. So it was a very difficult for me. In fact, it was initial days. I took almost 1.5 year or 2 year to just manage myself and to maintain myself. No, I'm working with the company, because if someone is working with the company, we have to very much disciplined. The reporting system is very strong. We have to report to many different kind of the people. So it was a difficult day for initial days. But yes, after a few days, few years, I understand the working of the corporates, and I'll feel proud to saying that my career in a corporate for 8 years. In a 4 year, I got a best employee award in a different companies.
So, sir, my next question is: what is your view on the virtual court hearings and the filings which is recently initiated?
Virtual court hearing, yes, it's really good, but it's not for a mass. Litigation and the legal services, and this can be helpful for the 1% of the people, but it cannot be helpful for the 99% of the people. Many lawyers are not the tech savvy. They do not know that how to handle the laptop, how to handle the cameras and all, how to understand the hearing. Yes, and coming to the client part also, if you are like me, for me, it's very easy because I am handling the corporate client. But you just understand that if there is an individual client, the perspective are different. Individual clients always wanted to go to the court also, wanted to see the what are the court proceeding, how it is going on. Uh, so these are the process also. So for the 99% lawyers, I can say it's not good. The physical court is always important. By the camera, no one can express the actual emotion. No one can express the actual things, or actual things can be uh, uh, just uh, explained to the judges, and we can understand the judges' perspective also. Because I have faced, in the meantime, I have done a many Supreme Court hearing. I found it. Many of the lawyers were appearing from other side, and there was a coordination gap. Both are speaking, so it was a hassle situation for everyone. So it's good for this COVID time, but it's not good for always, especially at this point of time. It may be for the next 10 year, after 10 year or 15 years, will be more tech savvy and all, but a new kind of the lawyer will come. But still, the old school thoughts of the lawyers are working.
How has the pandemic scenario affected the legal workings in your daily life of business, especially being a managing partner at Nux and Partner?
See, if you talk that in my office, I'm sitting with my 2 or 3 partners only. I have a staff of 40 people, and no one is coming. And even I ask them to work from home. But my law firm is a litigation law firm, and you know that all the courts are closed and not working. Only the Supreme Court and NCLT and High Courts are taking some important matters. And you know, the definition of important matters are very different. So managing this time is very difficult. You can say it's not the time management, it's the management of survival only. So we are only surviving, not managing it.
So, sir, my next question is, what advice or suggestion would you like to give to those professionals who have just started their career in law, or the law students who are still studying?
See, my advice for the law students, because I have meeting daily, day to day I'm taking sessions on the various schools and colleges. So one thing I experienced that these days, our law profession has been flourished like anything from last 8 to 10 years. But students are joining the law. The perspective is not clear. The motto and ambition is not clear. So my advice is that yes, first 1, 2, and 3 years you can do whatever you study, but finally for the last year and a fifth year, you just finalize your ambition, what you wanted to do, and that ambition must be aligned with your career. Means if you want to go for a litigation, just put your 100% on the litigation. If you want to go for a judiciary, give your 100% for the judiciary. Corporate, then 100% to the corporate. I have seen many of the people who are preparing for the judiciary have a plan in the first year that yes, I wanted to go for a judiciary. But whenever the training point of view, they are thinking, no, I'm passing after the law. I'll go for a 1 year for this litigation practice. Then I'll see and try for litigation. So no, it's not a trial. This is not a litigation, and the law is not an easy business. It's not an art. It's a science. You have to give your 100%. So for the law students, give your 100%, fix your career. Lawyer means not only the litigation lawyer. Lawyer means the lawyer may be the judge, lawyer may be the litigation lawyer, may be the transactional lawyer, may be the contract manager, may be the corporate lawyer, in-house counsel. Many more opportunities are there. So first explore it, fix it, and then start it. And for the young lawyers who are starting the practice, the same things will happen. If they are finalize the things in a fifth year, then give their 100%. It's not an easy task. You have to give your 3 years minimum for shaping your career if you are coming to the litigation. Work as a junior lawyer for some time, learn it, give the shape, hard working, do a study, analyze the law, and then you can start a practice. But for the shaping a good career, you have to give your 100% in where we are going. So yes.
When hiring a legal associate or employee for Nux and Partners, what qualities do you prefer in an individual?
So Shivans, litigation, there are two parts of the litigation. First part is a drafting, and second part is a court appearance. For anyone, at the interview, I first check the drafting skill, the English communication, and the analytical skill. If the person and the lawyer have a good analytical skill and command over the drafting, that person has a possibility of becoming a best lawyer.
So my last question is, how can an organization like Law Community, like us, or any other online platform prove beneficial to the legal fraternity?
See, the Bar Council has given various rules for the legal community and the law firms and the lawyers. As we cannot advertise, we cannot share our rate card, we cannot share something on advertise anything. So we have a limitation. But yes, you can utilize it by writing an article, by writing a blog, by sharing on a blog on the good websites, on the LinkedIn, different websites are there. We can uh, participate in the training modules of the lawyers, company secretaries, and other professionals. Uh, we can make a videos on a upload on a YouTube and all. We can take a sessions on the various groups. So this medium can be helpful for our lawyers for spreading the knowledge, number one, and spreading the awareness among the clients and advertisement also.
So, well, thank you so much, sir, for having such an amazing interaction with us. It will definitely gonna benefit a lot of young-minded people, and we'll follow your footprints as you mentioned. And we are delighted to have you. And thank you so much, sir.